Seriously, like, have you seen my silhouette? I'm sure it's around about like 9 o'clock at night. But what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We just out here with my sister. I decided to shoot a video, and also I paid for the space piece.
That's why it's so
that's really what it is. That's why there's two types of people right here going on.
You can see, because
So guys. So, yeah, Miss Joelle, do you want to start the conversation for the masses?
Oh, I know, for the masses.
Okay, so here's the gist, right? We're having like a
Hi guys, sorry. Welcome back to Just Carrots channel.
That's it?
That's
the tweet?
Yes.
So yeah, the chat was, it's deep, man. It's a lot. Where do I even start?
What made you think, wait, let's record this?
I've always wanted to share this with people. Like, I feel like ideally it was supposed to be like a live. The chat is so long and it's never going to end, so we probably are still going to do that live anyway.
Generally, we're just really talking about creativity, which is what we speak about like most of the time. Yes, we'll touch on like all parts of life and what's happening when we get together, and it's like a life update. And this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm struggling with, you know. This is my concern, and this is how I think we should go about the next steps, and where we should take our career and content and all of that, because I mean, essentially this is something that we are working on, making a career. So yeah, in terms of it moving really slow, because I mean, I don't think people speak enough about that anyway. Like you're here trying to build this thing and it feels like nobody is paying attention, but it's like, yes, because also that's the thing about being a content creator, a creative of any sort. It's how, yes, it's not really about the people, but your craft is based on people.
At some point people get involved.
Exactly. Like even if you don't really care, or you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself. But eventually there is a part where the people have to come into the party. You have to, you know, come to the party, and it's like, if it just takes too long, it seems like people are not coming to this party, but I'm going on and on and on. You know, it's important to remind yourself that this is essentially for you.
For you at the end of the day.
For you. So they'll catch up with time. But it doesn't mean that it's not discouraging sometimes, because like, come on.
It's very discouraging. It's 100%. If you're somebody that wants to be a content creator today, it is 100. You're gonna come across as ways, but also again, it's different for everybody.
It is different for everybody.
Because some people start today and they blow up. You know what I mean? They get instant gratification, it works out, and they're gone. But with some of us, you know, it takes time. With like a majority of people, actually, you know what I mean? It takes time for you to kind of like. I feel like, yes, you believe in yourself, but this, like you said, when people are not really connecting with your content, there's that level of doubt, like, am I actually doing the right thing? Especially if you're like us and you're like multi-talented, so you be doing everything and you just like, you know, which one should I focus on? Because it feels like, you know, I get compliments here and there, but you know, views are not going up, engagement is not going up. So what exactly is it that I'm doing, or I'm doing wrong for the most part? I feel like that's how we look at it. Like, what am I doing wrong? And it's not that. It's just like, it's hard in a sense to believe in yourself sometimes. It really is, because it's like, yes, you're good, and yes, you have that validation.
You already know, and that's the thing. I think people like miss the point most of the time with that. So it's like, it's not that you want validation from people to know that you're good. It's not that. It's that interaction. This is creativity. It's supposed to spark a conversation. It's supposed 100%. To move you. It's supposed to inspire. It's supposed to, you know, that's what art is. And if it's not doing the things that art is supposed to do, then you start getting worried. You know, like, you know, you're good. And compliments are great until so far, honestly, guys. And it's not. And we appreciate them, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts. But it's like, give me something, because I'm trying to give you something. I'm giving you so much, and
please, can I just
you know, tell me something. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what this made you think of.
About. Because there's always that. You know, there's always that, and I feel like the biggest compliment that I've ever received that kind of like brings me back to myself is, did I say compliment? No, a compliment. The biggest advice that I got from like this other guy, I was listening to a podcast, and he said, like, at the end of the day, like, seeking validation is like, when you get there, right, when you eventually make it, the only thing, or the biggest thing that you're gonna get is like from your peers, especially, or the people that you look up to, is a, you know, shout out, you're doing great. At the end of the day, that's really what it is. It's not so much that you get there and there's something bigger. You know what I mean? Like you said, the biggest thing that we want as creatives, at least for us, is sparking conversation, is interacting with people, it's growing with people, seeing how you interpret it, and seeing your thoughts around it. Because there's just so much that goes into creating something, an image, you know what I mean, a video, a painting. There's just so much things. And I feel like another thing that, especially if you're looking at us like, you know, on the internet or on Instagram, people just tend to feel like we are, I don't know, in a sense that like they bear more, you know what I mean? Like we're hard to reach. We're not. We are looking for a certain type of people to connect with. Yes. We are, I don't know, targeting certain people, and it's not even that. Like we are literally everyday people, normal people, just like you, that are just creating something, and it doesn't mean we're, you know what I mean? I don't know, like we're at a different standard or different level where we can't have a conversation with you. We can't.
Or like it's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything is stupid. Like you don't have to come with something that is so artsy.
I
believe in this,
that's
you know, art. I'm a creative and I see things this way. Like it doesn't change the fact that I'm just human.
Yeah.
And I see things as a human as well.
So
whatever you have to say, I most likely will relate, because at the end of the day, I'm just human.
Exactly.
You know, my craft doesn't separate me from that. My craft doesn't separate me from conversation. Sometimes it can be a completely unrelated conversation. And you're just engaging because you felt like that was an opportunity. And it's really that, honestly.
And it should be that easy.
Yes.
I feel like the biggest rant that we're having here is engagement, right? And how we feel, like we're literally speaking about this, that we're at a level where we believe, because like we said, the journey has been long, guys, and we've done a lot of growing individually, and like I'm glad that we have each other, because we're always having these conversations, and we're monitoring each other's growth. We know where we started, and we know
where we're trying to get to.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we're very much aware of where we stand and what we want, you know what I mean, individually and together, you know. So the biggest thing is that, like, what was my point? No, the biggest thing is that engagement, right? So the biggest thing is that what we're seeing, or what we've seen from engagement, is just how, I don't know, just how people are, they're there, right? And they you know, there's a couple of people that engage.
They're observing. People are definitely watching. It's that. People are tuned in. It's that. People are definitely tuned in, but it's like,
people are also definitely online. You know what I mean? Remember during 2020, like everybody's home. But still, that didn't do much for us. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I mean, like, people are there. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's just like because let me say it, for other people it's easier to get engagement. They don't struggle for it. And again, we know what can go viral, what can get us those types of views and like numbers, but it's not that, because it's at the end of the day we're building a community. Like I'm saying, it's sparking a conversation. Honestly, truly, it's getting like-minded people together.
Creating, you know what you want to see.
100%. What I post on my page, what she posts on the content on her page, it's content that we want. We know there are like-minded people like us out there, basically. And like I said, you don't even have to be a creative. It's a human thing. It's if you connect with something, if you relate to something, or if you like something, share your thoughts, share opinions. You know, let me know about you as well. I mean, social media at the end of the day is about connecting, and I feel like we lose that because people are trying to make it like a platform. I feel like the biggest thing that I've realized was the whole thing, like, you know, we're friends on social media, but if I see you in public, I won't say hi. Like, what trash is that? Like, what are we even doing? You know. And another thing was the whole like reaching out to people, because I would have people that I follow, but I'm just like, yeah, I follow, I like, but you know, DMing Yana, why not? You know what I mean? Why are we not talking?
Yeah, people are very weird about
exactly. They just feel like, ew, why are you talking to me? But at the same time, it's like, why are you following me if you don't want to talk to me? You know what I mean? Why are we following each other if we're not engaging?
True. Like, also, how are we supposed to like build each other if that's the case? Like, I think that's also maybe that's really the main thing. It's this building each other is such a problem.
It is.
And, you know, like supporting each other generally in SA is so problematic, and I really just don't understand why. Because, you know, as creatives, you see someone and you like, no, but I could definitely create with this person.
Yeah.
It's like, but you wouldn't because...
No. You know what I mean? It's literally that. Yeah, you really, there's no particular thing. It's just like, I'd rather not. Oh, when I like, you judge the person as opposed to like reach out. If you follow somebody, you probably like something about their page. You know what I mean? And like I said, because most of the time we talking about like creatives and like, you know what I mean, as most people talk about, you know, people that we could collaborate with. But besides that, it's learning about whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? Because I'm surrounded by creators most of the time, but if I'm followed by somebody that's like studying or is doing like architect or
they
is
have
doing
a different perspective,
that's great. You know what I mean? We need people that are also outside of what we do, because that builds us. It's great. You know what I mean? It's nice to have a friend that's like doing law. It's nice to have a friend that is a doctor. You know what I mean? All these things, because then you have a broad friend group of people that do different things.
I've had a conversation with someone.
Yeah, we're not always speaking the same thing every day.
It's important to have like a circle that is sparsed out, like from different career paths where you guys meet together, and it's like so easy to also make big things happen in those kind of spaces.
100%.
Because I mean, if all of you guys are in the same space, then you can't really share broader perspectives now.
Because it's just like, sure, totally, 100%.
Exactly. You see everything, most of the things in life, you just really see them the same way, and it really can't work that way. So really, I think that's the most important thing about engaging. Because like, even if I put something up on my story, it's a question, and most of the questions are not even really about me. And it's like, I'm really just trying to know you. Yes, I'm trying to get to know you. 100%. What do you think? What's my audience? What are these people that are here every day liking my pictures and all of that? What do you like?
Yeah,
what
how
do
we
you
get
prefer?
to know you.
Exactly.
I feel like as content creators, at the end of the day, we do it for, like, it's a whole thing, we do it for y'all.
Yes.
At the end of the day, like, yes, it's for me, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to know you. I'm trying to get what you think. I'm trying to know you. You know, it's really for you. Like, okay, so they like this type of content. Go, I'll create that. I'm willing. You know what I mean? I'm down to do it. So I feel like maybe it's how people perceive it. It's a thing of, oh, as an influencer, you think you're that. You know what I mean? You just want to show you how lavish your life is, how great your life is, or how beautiful you are. You know what I mean? Whereas, sure, you know, but that's not the point. You know, I don't think that's how you should be consuming content online. You know what I mean? And it's that thing, Jorge. Sometimes it's like, we're not the problem, you are the problem. Your perspective on how you view people online is a problem, because you just always think that people that post themselves or share their lives online are always looking for attention. You know what I mean? They're always looking for validation in a sense, but it's not that. Social media, like I said, it's one of the best things that we have. You know what I mean? And when utilized properly, it could literally, like, you could do such great things, you know what I mean? Connecting, engaging, learning from each other, just doing amazing things, you know what I mean?
That's the basis of it anyway.
That's really what it is.
About connecting.
Connecting, but we're moving further and further away, because we're just following people just to stalk them. We're following people just to consume but not engage. At the end of the day, it's like, guys, you know what I mean?
That's a cute picture. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I like that.
And then we move. And it's like, no, but just take time. Read the caption. Read the caption, mate. Just read the caption.
You know, like, you'd rather get like 50 likes and get 100 comments. 100%.
Right? 100%.
And it's not comments of fire emojis.
Oh, another cringe thing. Another cringe thing. Things that you should not be doing.
It'll be so great. Like, it'll be so great, honestly.
Can we cut the fire emojis?
I swear.
It would be amazing, because that's what, like you said, the biggest thing is just having conversations, because as young people, like, so many platforms, so it's a matter of like, utilize these things. Don't always view things as a negative. Like, we know there are negative aspects of social media, yes, but like, let's focus on the positive. Let's really work on that. Let's make sure that we're contributing to the positivity of it all. You know what I mean? When somebody asks you, like, please share, please engage, it's not a selfish thing. It's a matter of like, I know that, you know, this can open more doors for me, so that I can create more things, so that I can open you to more things. Because again, the beautiful thing about content creators and influencers is that they're exposing us to things that we would not necessarily be aware of. You know what I mean? They're exposing us to products, they're exposing us to services, to places that we would
you having a voice over that.
Yeah,
like, I think that's the most important thing. It's the exposure to open the door for you to have a say, a voice in that. That's really the most important thing, because the whole thing is consumer based anyway. What makes you happy? You know, really what makes you guys happy? What do you want to see?
Yeah,
and I feel like maybe it's a product. Like, what is exactly about this product you like? Do you not like? What would you prefer? What would you like to have seen changed? What would you like to see edit? Like, it's really those things.
The influencer is like the middleman.
Happy. Yes.
It's the middleman between the brand and the consumer. Like, okay, listen, you know what, people are saying this about us, how about we post that they do that, and like, oh, okay, I like that product better, and then, you know, we move on to better things, and, you know, we make the whole consumer base experience better for you guys, you know what I mean, or for us, that consume like what other influencers.
Because also we get to learn, because that's another thing. Like as a content creator, you also get to learn so much when people share their own stories.
100%.
Because that's the whole thing. That's the whole point anyway. Like whatever it is that you have to share about your own story, people have to share about theirs. Because also we different, we consume things differently. It's really that.
It's really that.
But I think the biggest thing is we view and use social media very selfishly. Maybe it's
that.
And like it's so selfish.
It is.
Like
that's literally what this video is about. 100%. That's the title.
It's very selfishly the way we consume it, the way we go about it, and it's honestly shouldn't be the case.
It shouldn't be. You know, that's what, again, define social media. Define what it's for. It's for connecting. You know what I mean? In as much as you're like, no, I want to post my best picture. But you know what I mean? Look at other people's, like that's the mentality that other people also have. It's like, this is my best picture. So if you see it, and if you like it, we're not saying be fake and like things just for the sake of liking it and engage with things for the sake of liking it. You know, if you genuinely, if you saw something like, wow, you know what I mean? If it got your attention, you know, comment, like, and just share it. Even, you know what I mean, be that person now. Okay, you know, especially if you know the type of person that like you follow this person consistently, they're out here doing this things, you know, for sure this person exactly. I'm there for like when you log in, I'm there. If I'm not there, then you can't, like, what is the purpose of social media? I'm literally the internet. Like, you know what I mean? So there are people that you know, like, oh, okay, and that's what I'm saying. If you keep following somebody, then chances are that you would like something about them. It's not like everything that you're gonna like everything that I post, but for the most part, you know, like things that can post, at least 50% of it I like. Some things, you know what I mean? But make sure that you let that be known. And also, it's again, it's the engaging part. The more you comment, the more I know what you're into. You know what I mean? The more I'm like aware of, like, okay, my audience really likes the travel content. They like, you know, when I tell them like places or give them specials or give them tips or things like that. We're able to know, and like I said, at the end of the day, we're learning so much more as opposed to just being selfish and just like, I'm not gonna comment, I'm not gonna engage with that. Because if I'm aware, then I do my research as well. It's not something that you have time to do. But
then you don't make it all about you anyway.
Exactly. Because if I'm aware, like, okay, I chose travel as my niche, and then I'm willing to do the research for you. I'm willing to go to this place for you. I'm willing to try these things for you, so that you don't have to. But if you're quiet, then I'm just like, okay, clearly nobody's interested in this. I don't even know. But I'm gonna keep doing it for me.
And it's like, I don't even know.
You don't have to gain.
I don't even know. Like, are you guys liking it?
Or what's happening?
Why are you coming back? Really? Okay, this turned into a rant.
I was about to say, like, yeah, it's that. But I feel like, it's really that. I feel like it's grievances that maybe you guys don't see from up and coming content creators, because nobody talks about these things because
people do.
Because I've never, you know what I mean. You just see when we're at our peak, and then we reflect on things that we've been through. But right now it's just us.
We also exist.
You know what I mean.
Get it out there, get our stuff out there, get our craft out there. You know, working on it consistently, getting discouraged in the process, but continuing because you're keeping the goal in mind all the time, regardless of
circumstances. Because they're circumstances.
We invest so much into this, guys. We invest so much, because also it's another thing of you are in this position where it's a general rule in life, right? There will always be someone who's ahead of you, but it's like you are also in this space where there's already, like, you know, careers that have been built from this, right? So there's way too many people that are already way ahead of you, but you're also trying to keep in mind that to be able to make it to that, you need to be able to match to the quality of their content, because you also have the good ideas, you have good concepts, you have, you know, basically, like, in terms of concept or content wise, it's pretty much same level. It's just really everything else that makes the boundaries or the barriers, like, you're not exactly on the same level, because, you know, followers wise, work wise, collaborations, and all of those things. But it's really that investment that you have to put into every single thing that you put out there, because at the end of the day, when people come and see your work, They really need to see that, okay, in terms of quality, this is same. This is, you know, like you definitely competing on the competing on the same level as people that are doing it like on bigger scales. So it's a lot. Like it's just really a lot of work because I'm balancing this with like my work. So I have a job and then I have
that I should make, because again it's like,
you know, I need to find this. You know,
I need to support this with that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
on those days when I get the time, I have to give myself the time on my off days. That's basically what I'm doing most of the time. So it's a lot of investment. It's texting in so many ways.
Also, this feels like we're begging for literally like out here, like please just like our stuff. Please just engage in that stuff because we work hard, guys. We do it a lot hard. You know what I'm saying? But it's that. It's really that. But at the same time, it's also making you guys understand where we're coming from.
Like mostly it's really for the understanding. Guys,
yes, it's for the understanding.
What really goes
it's us just like vote for us for president. This is our speech. Like guys, come on, hey, because honestly, it's just a lot that goes into it, and it's beautiful. That's the thing. It's like because it's so easy. Like I said, some people do it and they done. Yeah. And I feel like with us, I'm also appreciating the struggles that we go through. I really am. In as much as I hate them, but the process, it's nice. Like today, every single time we do something, we're just like, it's the growth for me. You know what I mean? We notice that we're better than we were, and it's very nice to measure that and to be like I always say, the day like I make it, like I felt every part of it. Like it was not an overnight success. Don't even try me. Don't even like. Oh,
but also this whole overnight success thing. Most of the time, it's a lie, guys. It's a lie.
It's never that.
It's really people that
have been working underground.
Like 4 years, just trying to working under these conditions where you were discouraged, where people are just not giving you the time of day, and you kept creating what you believed in because this is your vision, this is your purpose, this is what you believe in for yourself and for your life. And it was really regardless of everything else. You really just kept on wanting to push yourself to the next step, after you achieve this, because that's the thing also with progress and success. It's like, I was able to do this, now I'm able to do this. That's what we saw with ourselves as well. Like, okay, I can actually create a magazine cover.
Like, bro, we did the whole challenge.
Exactly. I can create like magazine worthy content. And like those are things you grew up seeing in magazines. And right now it's like you can't see a concept that you feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's really the most important thing about this whole continuous creating. You just have to continue creating because that's what you believe in anyway. So that whole overnight success thing, I really just don't
think that it is.
Sometimes, it's the case.
Sometimes. But very rarely. It's like people have been because I feel like it's that. It's like once you on the come up, because that's the thing. It's like once you go up, you know what I mean. It's that.
Yeah. Because also people like go back to. You discover this person now from whatever
platform
made them bloom, and then you go back to their track record of everything else that they've been creating, and you're like, oh, okay, you've been here for a long time.
Exactly. So it's really that, and I feel like it's just that with us, right? The rant part of it is that it just feels like you've been doing it for so long, which maybe we haven't. You know what I mean? Maybe we haven't been doing it for so long. Maybe it's because now it's just like you're on social media every day. You're seeing people kind of like grow every day. You see content every day. You know what I mean? So you feel like I gotta do what's happening for me. You know what I mean? Because I'll say really for me it's like sometimes yes I take tips from people, but I wouldn't say that like I follow it to a T to actually wait it out to see the results. You know what I mean? So I feel like there is that part where we just want things quickly, because again our peers are getting them quickly. You know what I mean? It's happening so quick for other people, so there's also that level of that. The pressure of it all. So in as much as like it's that, like we said, well, you know how good you are, you know that you're more than capable of doing every single thing. It's just a matter of opportunity and all of those things. But I feel like the overall message again, it's just, which I hate, I'm tired of hearing, but it's just like keep going. You know what I mean? Just keep doing you. Just keep going. Eventually it's gonna work out. But it's true at the end of the day. It's a fact. You know what I mean? So it's a matter of like just No, I hate it. I'm done with it. Don't even tell me about it.
I hear you know it. I hear you.
Yeah, but it's here at the back of my head. It's always there. But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean. We gotta keep going. And again, it's like we enjoy doing it. At the end of the day, like I feel like the biggest thing for us is it's just the growth as well. You know, it's so nice to look back. Like, yo, first I didn't have like we literally this whole setup was a progress. I didn't have a ring light. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have a stand. I didn't have a mic. I was using a freaking box to balance my camera. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that where you see like, oh, we're progressing little by little. You know what I mean? And it's also just believing in yourself and believing in your journey as well, because like I said,
believe in the process.
It's that. So is this us giving advice? Like maybe it is, you know what I mean? But it's just like we're very aware of us. We're very self-aware people. We're very self-aware people of our craft. We're very self-aware of every single thing that's happening in our lives. We're very aware of like the things that we lack. We are very aware people. Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we just wanted to have this chat to kind of like, you know, just let you guys in, maybe to the people that are like interested in this chill that is us, like what goes into it, the BTS of it, because we don't really document every single thing that we do.
It's always about the getting the content part,
but we never really show you guys the process. We never really take you along, because again, it's like a lot that happens. Sometimes we're in freaking CBD and like there's no time to take BTS. Get your shot, make sure that you're safe, get out of there. You know what I mean? It's like also we have like 5 outfits to go through, so it's like we don't have time for this. We're chasing lighting. You know what I mean? So you don't have time to like stand around and be like, okay, please take a BTS and just get it. By the time we get home, we're tired. Like literally today, we are exhausted. You know, by the time we post those pictures, we are over them, because it's just like, please, we gotta keep it moving. You know what I mean?
But also it's time. It's the whole having to really balance everything.
Everything.
When you balancing between passions, you know, and maybe not like passions, but you're balancing between your passion and what is supposed to sustain you in life. It's that you're in a beat on overdrive, and I feel like it's really been reflecting on how it's been such a struggle to like BTS. Basically, because we notice it, we just like that's missing. That's a huge part of it. It's like you try to just get this done, get that done, and it's like,
but okay, where's
you just plan it out. It's like, okay, so this is what we're doing. This is how it's going.
I mean,
this is what happened. This is how we got it.
And thank you for watching. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's that, because again, that's a fun process. That's I genuinely like my favorite like things to consume is BTS. You know what I mean? How things were done, how they came about, because that's a nice thing. You see the process, like, oh, this is the end result. You know what I mean? But again, like I always say, we do not have the time all the time.
Because it also goes back to the video that we did in 2020 when we did like a BTS of how we actually
do these shoots. Where we
that
going.
Was one of the greatest.
You know what I mean? It's that. It's like the process of it all, and like we'll try going forward. The process. So again, I feel like it's a reminder to us as well. It's like yes, we love what we do. Yes, it's hard. Yes, we want the results, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we feel like we've earned a seat at the table. But at the end of the day, as an artist, as somebody that's a creative, not even a creative, somebody in general as a human being, it's important to kind of like, again, believe in yourself. It's also important to do things for yourself. You know what I mean? In a day and age where we live in social media, where everything is for the gram, you know what I mean? Where everything is for YouTube, you know what I mean? Always remember to live in the moment. Always remember to do things for yourself. Always ask yourself why you're doing things as well. Because as content creators or somebody that is aspiring to an influencer, you literally just want to do things because you want to get the brand deals, you want to get the clothes,
see what everybody else is doing.
But at the end of the day, that's boring. You know what I mean? Be yourself, because the biggest not advice or critique that I get, I feel like my mom most of the part, she's just like, just be yourself. You're becoming too much of a perfectionist. You're overthinking it, and that is so true. I see it. I'm very aware that it's problematic. It's nothing. I remember these other girls were talking about how like being a perfectionist is actually not a compliment.
It's not.
It's a sickness.
It's the worst thing.
It's the worst thing. So never chase perfection. Always believe that you're enough. Always believe that what I bring to the table is enough. You know what I mean? Because this whole chasing perfection is social media, everything is edited, everything is curated, you know what I mean? So just because you see me, never just feel like, oh my gosh, my life is so great, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Yes, I'll dress up, yes, I look cute once in a while, but it's not my everyday. Don't ever analyze me and put me in this box of like, oh, she's always perfect, she's always glowing. Like, no,
there's no such thing.
no such thing, it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? We had to set this up, we had to, you know what I mean, do certain things, you know what I mean? So it's all those things that, you know, love what you do, be yourself, do not do things for other people. I don't know if it's cute or whatever. But yeah, guys, the camera cut is off. I was giving my speech about just being yourself, but that's really what it was. Just, you know, be yourself. And yeah, Mr. L.
And got some tea.
Yeah, in the meantime, because I had to transfer footage. Another thing that storage is a whole other thing that we'll talk about in our next episode. It's a whole lot, but
why is everything bad?
Why is everything so?
You have to pay for it.
That's so
life,
guys. Honestly, we can do series. There's so much things that goes into like
truly
life of a country.
Like it's really a lot. Actually, we should do like a series of just breaking down what goes into like content creation, because it's honestly
it's a lot, guys. So yeah. If you liked this and if you would like the conversations to keep going, then we'll definitely do this for you guys, because we enjoy it. Like, we can go off. We got stories for days, for years, for the centuries. You know what I mean? We could make like 5 documentaries. Maybe not 5, but you know what I mean. It's that. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll be wrapping it up. You want to add something? So we can.
Thank you guys for listening to us read. Because this was a rant, and do say if you guys would like to see a part 2, and just let's have this conversation so we know if we are doing a part 2 what we need to cover, and you know what you guys think also, because this is a conversation.
It's a conversation, literally.
It's an open discussion. Let's have this conversation. Everybody. So we've shared so much.
Yeah, and I feel like we're gonna keep going. So.
Came here, became vulnerable, and showed you guys what really goes behind keeping it together.
Yes, 100%, 100%. Even though I have like makeup at like 10 o'clock, but you know, like I said, I paid for this. You couldn't talk. I had to make use of it. Okay. But yeah, it's things like that. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow us both on our social media handles. This is at
_Julia_L.
Yes, and I am just Kara_ZA. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and most importantly, please comment. Let us know what you thought of this.
Please comment.
Please, and thank you. Love you guys so much.
Me back here.
You're always here. I feel like most of the time on my vlog channel, you literally like Joel, the star of the show. Exactly, so it's that. But yes, you guys, hope to see you soon. If you like, you will like this. You have to like this. We'll make you like this. But yeah, love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. I just can't with us.